first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Their own 23-yard line. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Complete to tight.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
seen some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Raiders 14, Chiefs 13. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs 13.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
At the 41, it's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 33. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Now Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Raiders.
First throw now for the backup Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Carr now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
His kick is
And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Daniel Carlson.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And the Raiders have got it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up second.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, Richard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
This is Richard. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Richard, 61 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Escaping the pressure right. Looking down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's David Arnett picking it off, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Chiefs 21. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him in.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And no, it's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
It's a game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. They'll go again with Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
It's David Arnett picking it off. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Raiders 35. Chiefs